Let's go! Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel, and we are back to what I like to call now cartoon to dish. So as you can see, yesterday, or I say yesterday because I'm recording this after I recorded the first of these videos. So last video we had SpongeBob SquarePants as our sushi piece, and today I'm making yet another sushi because I'm fixated with sushi. And today we're making Squidward as a nigiri and has also sashimi. Am I picking favorites? Yes, I am. I like Squidward a lot, though he is not my favorite. My favorite is actually those anchovies from the first ever episode from SpongeBob. I think it was the pilot, and it's when Mr. Krabs is like, that smelly smell.
Do you smell it? That smell. A kind of smelly smell. A smelly smell that smells smelly.
That smelly smell that only smells when it, and then like they just burst in and like eat, 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 eat. I love the anchovies in SpongeBob SquarePants thing. So today we're doing Squidward, and as you can see I already have like the little setup on the side, and it's the what I said on the other video. It's like the little setup thing that you gotta do for your drawings, or that you should do for your drawings. I'm probably gonna repeat myself every video about this because I don't know where you're picking up on this, but So what I always say when it comes to drawing, or what I've said when it comes to drawing before, is that if you want to make something that is inspired on a character or on something that is already existent, you want to have yourself references. So I have Squidward here for reference, and also I have the pieces of sushi or sashimi that I want to make, so I can properly envision them when I'm sketching them. This is one of those instances that I have already made a sketch on paper to guide myself, which I am going to be using, and I'm also going to be putting on the video like I did with the SpongeBob video, because it's great to, when you go into these things, that you already have somewhat of an idea of what you want to do. And I wanted to do something with the sashimi and also nigiri, because they are my two favorite pieces, and octopus nigiri is one of my favorites. So why did I want to make it this way? So I thought that it would be funny to see both the way that octopus is mostly eaten, and we're also going to be talking about nigiri and the sashimi itself. So there's various types of sushi, and one of them is sashimi, which is no rice at all and no seaweed. Then you have nigiri, which has only rice and the protein or whatever you put on top, and then we have the makis, like the uramaki we did on the other one, which is rolls with seaweed. They will always have seaweed to be a maki. So, okay. So here on the nigiri, you can see that yes, we have a seaweed here, but that is simply to stuck it in place. If you ever have tried to do or to make sushi at home, and you cut the fish a bit too thick, or you cut something a bit too thick, you're not gonna be able to have it properly set there. So it's how it is. So we're gonna start with the sketch, and it's actually gonna be very basic. It's gonna be the we're gonna actually start by making the nigiri first, and then we're gonna make the sashimi, because it will be easier to set the bowl of rice below the octopus than making the sushi ball and then making the octopus on top. And I want to have a cleaner sketch, so I'm gonna start with that, and then I'm gonna speed up a little bit. So we have here our nigiri set. So of course that the color, when it comes to coloring, it will look a bit different, but what I wanted to do with the nigiri is that it's a slice of the tentacle of Squidward here on this base area, like you can see it here, right? I'm using that and his suction cups for that. And one of the reasons why I went with such a basic piece was because Squidward is not a very complex guy. As much as he wants to make himself look complex, I do believe that Squidward is not that complex at all. He's a guy who wants his peace and quiet, and that's pretty much his life. And he wants to play his clarinet and be a successful musician, but you know, a lot of us want stuff that we can't reach, and I feel like being successful in the music career has just been that thing for Squidward. Because let's be honest, we've all heard him playing the clarinet at least once or one too many fucking times. So what I'm gonna do right now is that I'm gonna pick it up like this, and I'm actually gonna drag it and have it here on the top, because to sketch, I normally like to sketch in the lower area. It helps me have a better understanding of the dimensions of the thing that I'm doing. Of course, that after the drawing, no matter what size of the drawing you do, you can always sharpen it up and make it look a little bit better, and you know, make it bigger, make it smaller, just make sure it's adapted to the sizes of the brushes that you're using. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm also going to do sashimi, and yes, I'm doing this because it's solely one of my favorite characters of the main ones, of course. And also because I really like octopus sashimi and octopus nigiri, and I thought it would, of all the characters in the series, that it would look really fun to just see this, you know. And I know this is a little bit morbid, but don't worry, it's not them being eaten. It's it's menus inspired on them and with their color scheme, because then we're gonna have this with the color scheme. If you have seen the SpongeBob SquarePants ones, SquarePants, Jesus, try to say that fast. SpongeBob SquarePants one, you will see that I did use some of the same color scheme, and there's a part of it that has a sponge, but it is not SpongeBob. We are not killing our beloved characters for food, okay? Relax. So yes, we have our nigiri, and now what we're gonna do, first of all, we're gonna unselect that, and now we're gonna start working on the sashimi. The sashimi, I wanted to make it in a way that was like kind of a middle of the motion thing, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it perfectly as I want it. I hope I can. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna let me clean that up. Wait a minute. There we go. We're gonna pick this up here first. I want to make a piece of sashimi being picked up first, and then we'll make the sashimi plate on the bottom. And why am I making these different elements and then taking them and moving them up? It's because it's easier to just, you know, as I said, I'd rather sketch in this area. So let's go to the sashimi sketch. Okay, so we got the shape for the sashimi here, and I know it doesn't look that much right now, but again, the best thing about making these pieces and trying to make sushi pieces and things look realistic is imperfection. We don't want, because again, we don't want things to look like fully perfect, because then it's not going to look natural on the movements. So that's what I'm going for. So with this little bend that you can see here, I'm going to be trying to put maybe the chopstick here, maybe here, yeah. So I'm gonna put the chopstick here, and then we're gonna do the little plate thing, and I might put some sauce on this, just because, you know, some sauce. Okay, we have our sashimi made right here, our first sashimi piece, and then we're gonna start working on the one that's gonna be on the plate. So I'm gonna once more select this right here. I think it should be good to just select it here like that. Now we're gonna pick it up and move it up here. And I know that the sketch is not gonna be super clean because of this thing here, but that's okay. We are just setting things up so we can draw them properly later. And of course, after all this here is done and sketched, at least I'm gonna take these ones out so I can have better space to work around, right? So now what we're gonna do is make the sashimi on a plate, which I'm gonna put some sauce on it and some garnishes on it, just to make it look a little bit better, because this one also has sauce, so I thought it would have sense to have like a little plate of sashimis, you know. Let's do that. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now by selecting this, I am making really fast sticker technique, which I described on the previous video, but I'm gonna run real fast here just for you guys to understand what I'm talking about. Sticker technique is you draw one thing, you select one thing, you copy thing, you make sticker of thing, and then you use it as a stamp to have many of said thing. Now, normally I would use this technique on the end product, which I have used on the other video, of course, to make different, 3 pieces out of 1 piece. But the reason why I'm not doing it right now, I just messed up. The reason why I'm not doing it right now is because I want to have an idea of how many pieces I have in the plate so I can make the drizzle of the sauce, and also because I want to make imperfect copies of the same piece, because as you can see here in the side on sashimi, there's no sashimi piece that will look perfectly like the other one, so that's where I'm going for. So once I do the line work, this will have the alterations. And yes, this plate, I'm also gonna make it as wooden. I was gonna think of making it as rock, but I'm probably gonna make it as wood. So we'll see. Because I was thinking of more, because he works at the Krusty Krab, and the Krusty Krab is made out of wood. We'll see. Not getting ahead of ourselves. Okay, so as you can see, we have already here the things lined up, which is helping me, notice as the button stuff. And then, like, if you're wondering why I'm leaving this space, is that I am making these chopsticks hover over this, and I'm also gonna make this piece, and then I'm gonna add it into the plate. And now it's when we're gonna start working on the line work. And once more, it's just gonna be me doing the line work, and also just speed up footage, because this is like a process that I don't have much to say to you guys. I'm just stopping to talk a little bit, but I don't have much to say about this in specific, because now we have the basics thing we need. We have this sauce and stuff like that, and you might be wondering, why are you not adding the sauce immediately, or the lines of the sauce immediately? Because I want to do the line work on some of these. I want to finish the line work here, polish this a little bit, and then I want to pick where I want to put the sauce, which means I'm going to sketch the sauce on top of the line work, and then I'm going to place the lines of the sauce. I hope I made myself clear. I think I probably didn't, but I'm trying to make myself as clear as I can. Okay, we have the nigiri lined up, and once more, the reason why I don't fully finish the line work, or like always connect the things and leave gaps, is because I believe it gives it a little bit more, there's this saying from like a cartoon which I never watched, but there's this saying that it gives it a little bit of whoppy swappy, and I like it. I think that everything like this shouldn't look perfect, and it looks nice like this, so I do it like this. That's why. Okay, now let's move to the sashimi and the chopsticks, which here I normally do use lines like this. I normally don't use full-on bold lining like this because I don't like it, but in this case I will, because it's literally supposed to be something that is straight. Okay, and now we have the sashimi thing done here. Once more, no perfect lines. We don't need perfect lines. To be honest, I do a thing that I do have about like drawing things like smaller things is that sometimes a lot of people try to put like a lot of perfections in like this a lot of drawings like this, especially like food drawings, and it comes out like feeling very overpacked because you're trying to do so much in such a little space. And I feel like one of the things that I can say is that if you do it this way, like sometimes simplify some of the lines and let the brain make up the rest, it's amazing. It just looks really cool. But now what I want to say is that now I'm gonna move to the sashimi on the plate, which is here. I am going to try and do the front one first, and then from here I'll just try to move them back, do the sticker thing with line work too, and then we'll do the sauce thing that I've said. Okay, let's do it. see, we have oh wait, there's a mistake there. Jesus Christ. So I didn't do what I told you guys to do on my previous video on me painting, and I'm suffering for it. So instead of sticking things together when they were already finished, what I did was I was a bit extra, and I set up all the nigiris uh, in the plate along with the sashimi, and I gave myself a pain in the ass right now. You'll see in recording, fast forward, going through every single goddamn little layer to try and get all the little chunks out. But we are done now, and this is perfectly made. So what I'm gonna do right now is that we are going to first of all merge the layers. Actually, I gotta find something. I'm gonna use this, and this is how I do to find if I want to find what I just did. I'm sure that's still a nigiri, right? No, that's the whole thing. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do right now is that I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna just circle this real quick, and we're gonna position it better. I'm gonna move this a little bit here, like this area. Actually, I think it might have been already in a good place. Huh. So right now, what we're gonna do now is the fun part, which is paint, and which means I'm not gonna be needing half of these goddamn things here anymore. I'm just gonna be needing Squidward right here for his base colors, and we'll be right back with that. So let's prep the things to paint, add the sauces and stuff like that, and let's get that done. Let's get the base colors in. Okay, so now that it is cleaned up, what we're going to be doing right now is I'm going to merge all these layers here, as you can see, so we can have less density on the file. Just remember, whatever you use to draw in, I normally use my tablet. I have a normal Samsung tablet that supports Krita, and sometimes I draw there, and I run into this problem, which is I do a bunch of layers and then I don't merge them, and then I run out of space. So just want to tell you guys, make sure you always have enough, things here that you're not crowding up your file. So what I'm going to be doing right now, what I did on the video, merge the layers, and then we're going to start painting. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing this kind of coloring, or why I'm doing the big area first right here instead of like immediately starting with stuff up here, it's very simple. It's because I want to be able to make this into like a PNG kind of thing, so I can give it a background. Though I don't think I will need to move this, to be honest, because it's already pretty much centered and pretty much well set. But yeah, this is why I do the things that I do this way. So now I'm going to start coloring the sashimi, then I'm going to move to the nigiri, and then I'm going to move to this big part up here. So what we're going to do now, sashimi. as I had said, I wanted to add a sauce to this, and I was not very sure which one. And I know that jellyfishing has nothing to do with Squidward, but jellyfish jam in SpongeBob is a thing. So I am going to be using that, like the pink of the jellyfish and stuff like that, as if it's like sweet and spicy sauce or like sweet and sour sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, try to do that, but this is how it is so far with the flat with the flat colors. After we add the sauce, we are going to be adding the shading, and that will be probably our drawing then. But I'm really happy how it's looking so far. It really looks like it's Squidward, or is it made out of Squidward? And as you can see, like normally octopus has like this ends here in this inside parts. They would have been white, but I didn't think that the white would go very well because we have like a lot of rice here too. So what I wanted to do was that I really put the shade up. So I put the brightness up on the color, and it's almost white, but it's more to an aqua white, which is what I really like, and I think it goes best with this thing. But you guys give me your opinions in the comments. I'm gonna start doing the sauce thing. Okay, so now that we've had the sauce, I have also made it so that I messed with the shade, with the how do you say it? Opacity. That's how we say it. I messed with the opacity so it looks like more like it's a transparent sauce. I messed up there. Okay, so it's more like a transparent sauce. So now we're gonna add the shading, and within the shading, we're gonna add some shine to the sauce, and basically we're just gonna finish drawing, and see that, and then I will finish up everything, and we'll show you the end product by the end of the video. Okay everyone, and the drawing it's done, and here it is. I am so happy of how it came out. I love how the little jam looks like the perfect sauce and all that kind of stuff, and I really enjoy doing this one. I enjoy doing this one maybe a bit more than doing Bob's ones, because I guess I already knew what I wanted to do for this one for a bit, so I guess it came out better. But yes, you guys tell me what you guys thought, what you guys think, if you guys liked it. This is Mr. Squidward's sushi and sashimi, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me in the comments if you think that this should be in the Krusty Krabs menu. If not, it's okay. Just remember to engage with this channel. I really enjoy what you guys do, so see you guys on the next one. Goodbye!